Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. Man, girls, I'm getting like 150 likes for that Pikachu photo I took yesterday. The story is, I walked into a game store, I saw this Pikachu, I asked the guy behind the counter how much he wanted for the Pikachu. He said, yo man, 150 bucks plus tax. And I was like, man, you can keep it. But he's like, bro, it was exported from Japan. I'm like, I'll think about it. And I never went back since. And I've got over 150 likes on that Pikachu photo. And obviously my Pikachu impression has been garnering a lot of attention on YouTube. Pika! Pika! And some girl is saying, hey, do that Pikachu impression again. No, I'm going to refrain from doing that. I have a more serious matter to attend to. Apparently there's an alien probe. They are calling it AT-40 or something. It is an alien mothership on the way to Earth to kill us all. So my friend from New York has been helping me cover this. And he stuck his head in through my window this morning and he's like, yo bro, the alien spaceship is getting closer. It's supposed to be here by November 2025. So the first people I thought of were you guys, because you're such huge fans of Zombies and Descendants and my show. And I was looking forward to producing my show long after 2026 surpasses us. But apparently this mothership is coming to Earth to kill us all. And I'm wondering how many people out there are actually excited about that. So if you could take a moment to hit my like button or subscribe button to let me know you're on board with this kind of thing, that would be really cool. So tonight there is a special behind the scenes look and the Zombies Swore Down to the Vampires movie airing tonight on Disney Channel. I'm going to take a look at the trailer later on in this video for you guys. But I'm really excited and really happy for you guys, honestly, because you enjoyed Dawn of the Vampires so much, and that's what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to enjoy Zombies Swore Down to the Vampires to your heart's content, because I saw all the criticism, and I remember reading all the reviews that the music videos were getting, like Don't Mess With Us and Place to Be 3 months ago, and my heart broke. For every single person who ever said they were a fan of Zombies and Descendants, and I thought about you guys. For every review that I read, I thought about you guys, and you forever will always hold a special place in my heart. I just want you to know that, because I know there are tens of millions of fans of Zombies out there, and I think this franchise has received its fair share of criticism, and people really need to stop. They really need to back off Meg Donnelly and Milo Manheim, who are doing such a fabulous job trying to secure the future of Zombies and Descendants. It's one thing for us to get on here and talk about Descendants and Zombies and say it needs to last for forever, for an eternity. I can do that for the rest of my life, and I have no problem or any issues with doing that, because I know how popular the Descendants and Zombies franchises are. But when you have people like Meg Donnelly who believe in it so much that she would sit behind a camera and produce this after passing her role on from herself to Freya Sky and Milo Manheim from himself to Malachi Burton, I think that is a huge honor. That just goes to show just how passionate she is about Descendants and Zombies. She says also she loves Descendants, and you know, I think that the criticism this is receiving has gone far enough. And I can understand where frustration may lie, especially with girls out there who love it so much, because the majority of the people I have subscribed to this YouTube channel are girls. And I think for every idiot out there that is reviewing this in such a negative way and giving it such a negative vibe, it doesn't need to be happening. I mean, can we please say something nice about Descendants and Zombies for once? That's why I created this show. I know I just kicked off the show saying that an alien mothership is coming to Earth to kill us all. I know I said that, but it's all over USA Today. What am I supposed to? Come on here and say there's no alien mothership on the way to Earth to blow us all to bejesus? I just want to prepare you all for the inevitable. You know, I don't know if any of you have friends from New York that are as crazy as the friend that I have, but you know, he lets me in. He keeps me up to date on everything. And then I have this friend from Ukraine who always prepares me for a zombie apocalypse. So, you know, I just share my daily experiences with each and every one of you. You're going to have to forgive me because I am the sweetest guy ever to create a Descendants or Zombies video. And there are a lot of people that do a lot of stuff for this show behind the scenes that make the show happen. There were people here earlier this week that helped me install, or a couple of weeks ago, helped me install reciprocal lights. it's a production that I love being a part of, and you guys have embraced me with hugs ever since the very first video that was uploaded on this YouTube channel. I remember last year when this YouTube channel had 5 subscribers, and I never thought it was going to amount to anything. I seriously thought this YouTube show was just going to fade off into obscurity, and my legacy was going to be forgotten about. My greatest fear. The opening song for Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires is called Legends in the Making. And I know a lot of people would just review the song and they would rank songs like Legends in the Making, Dream Come True, Go My Own Way, which was a great collaboration by Freya Sky to really introduce us to her character, mind you. I know a lot of people would just mention the song, they would rank their favorite zombie songs and forget about it. But there was a song that kicked off Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires. The opening dance number was called Legends in the Making. Point being, my greatest fear was that my legacy was going to be forgotten about. That's been my greatest fear for over 25 years. All I ever wanted was for you girls to never forget about me long after I'm gone. That's all I've ever wanted. I've wanted my legacy through being a fan of Descendants and Zombies to be remembered. I wanted my legacy through being a fan of Hannah Montana to be remembered. I wanted my legacy through being a fan of Wizards of Waverly Place and Phineas and Ferb and Tangled to be remembered. I just wanted my legacy to be remembered and never forgotten about long after I'm gone. I wanted to take this legacy with me when I didn't produce any more radio shows or didn't appear on YouTube anymore. And that's the only hope that I have. The only hope that I got is if some girl hits my subscribe button, or some girl loves my videos that much that she will say that this YouTube channel is hosted by this guy who knows what's up. He may be suffering from a zombie infection every day of his life because he protects me every night when he jumps through his window and kills thousands of zombies. Just like the other night when I was involved in one of the most serious thunderstorms in the history of this island, which there are only 2 ways off of, by boat that could sink and crash, by plane that could crash and explode. Either way ends in instantaneous death, and that show 1,000 Ways to Die will be rebooted. But the thing is, I love you guys so much, and there is nothing that I wouldn't do for each and every one of you because I know how much you love and how much you appreciate Descendants and Zombies. I am not going to come on here on this YouTube channel and make fun of Descendants and Zombies like so many people choose to do because they can't make sense of Daywalkers and Nightwalkers. I thought that was really cool how there was a confliction over bloodfruit. I have grown so many plants over the years, apple trees, strawberries, you name it, I've done it. So I have an appreciation for fruit that is forbidden. And I like the story. I really did like the story, how Daywalkers and Nightwalkers were trying to coexist, but they couldn't over the blood fruit, and there was so much confliction over that. I wonder how Descendants is going to top that with Descendants Spy Blick Wonderland. There is no doubt in my mind that they will, because that plot seems to be very, very detailed and something to be really excited about. I, for one, would love to be bred to interest by the time we get to Descendants 5. And then, as unpredictable as Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires was and continued to be throughout the entire 90-minute production, I mean, so much was jammed into a 90-minute production. Here comes this vortex, and we don't know what is in this thing. It could be mermaids, it could be pirates, it could be witches. I would go for everything all in the one at this point because we've seen just about everything happen for zombies, but I don't think we should believe the critics saying that we are running out of supernatural creatures to talk about because we never ever thought we'd see aliens by Zombies 3, see their introduction into the franchise, and then all of a sudden an alien mothership shows up in Zombies. Addison discovers her origin as an alien. I really appreciate how Meg Donnelly was the embodiment of every supernatural character that you could have thought of her throwing at us in this movie, from a zombie to a werewolf to an alien. The only thing she wasn't was a vampire, and I would have really went for her being a vampire, and I think a lot of people anticipated her turning into a vampire, which would have been really freaky. Take it from a guy who lived across the road from a vampire, or at least thought he lived across the road from a vampire for years. I don't know, it wasn't my fault. I just moved into a house that was next door to a bunch of guys that lived in the Yukon for so many years of their life. Some of them were cops, some of them were doctors, so it didn't make for a really good combination. The construction company just kind of moved in and started hammering and nailing at like 3 a.m. in the morning. And I would open up my, bedroom window and scream out, can a guy get some rest? And, the next thing I knew, they were coming over to my house looking for Ziploc bags because they were heavy duty and stuff. And I was wondering what in the hell they wanted Ziploc bags for. And I thought to myself, maybe they wanted to store blood in a refrigerator they have in their basement. So every night on my way to work, I would make a point to actually look down into their basement. And I would see these refrigerators with padlocks, and I was like, holy shit, Dracula lives next door to me. He's going to, like, one of these nights invite himself into my home and kill me. So I would always make a mental note through the Google Nest Hub to never invite these guys into my home, because as long as I never invited them into my home, I would never be attacked or have my blood sucked or that kind of thing. And then one night he just invited me over to his house for supper, for pork chop or something, I think, and I was really hungry, so I said, what the hell, and I went over and I ate, and I seriously thought about staking the guy, because, I mean, his whole house just presented this gothic, vampire-like vibe, and I seriously thought about pulling a Vampire Slayer, Buffy the Vampire Slayer kind of deal, and, you know, gas the house and stuff, but I never did it. Remember how Buffy blew up the gym in the first episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and that was the reason why she had to transfer schools? Yeah, well, I seriously thought about pulling a Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but it never, turned out that way. And then Alien showed up by Zombies 3, and I was like, man, what would ever happen if this, for years I've been trying to get abducted by aliens, and it never did happen for me, never went the way I, wanted it to. I would spend so many nights out on my lawn, and I would be looking up the stars. Mom would have the window open, telling me I was crazy. I would say, Mom, shut the window. I'm trying to get abducted by aliens. Can you cut a guy some slack? She would shut the window. She would stay up all night because she was really concerned, and every night I would fail drastically trying to get abducted by aliens. So now that the mothership is on the way to Earth to kill us all, I'm kind of really excited about it. But, And this is coming from a guy who seriously thought about spending $150 on a Pikachu that was exported from Japan the other day. And you haven't lived until you spend $150 on a stuffy Pikachu that was exported from Japan. And wear a diamond-plaid shirt while you talk about zombies and the chances of the alien invasion happening within the next 3 months. Well, I guess the plus side of this is that if the alien invasion happens by November, we're going to save a whole lot of money this Christmas. Because a lot of people spend a lot of money on Descendants dolls and Descendants merch and Zombies merch and the Worlds Collide Tour because they give them tickets for Christmas and stuff. I know last year a really hot commodity for Christmas was Zombies, Descendants, Worlds Collide Tour tickets. And that was so adorable. I saw the videos of kids getting the Zombies Descendants package for Christmas, tickets to the concert, and I loved it so much. So from that moment forward, I said, if I'm going to review the Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour, I'm going to review it so that I get 1,000 subscribers every video I upload. And that's exactly what I did. Because I found that so many people were criticizing it when they had no business criticizing it because they didn't know the first thing about Descendants or Zombies. All I ever wanted to do was create funny videos for you that you would love. I know that I have the biggest crush in the world on Ruby Rose Turner, and that's one thing you got to know about me. I have the biggest crush in the world on Ruby, and I think Ruby is just a genuinely kind person. There is nobody sweeter in this world than Ruby, and I think the song Life is Sweeter When You Are was such an amazing song that was collaborated and written for Ruby's voice. I mean, nobody's voice ever brought that one to life. I appreciated how Freya Sky tried to bring it to life without Ruby's voice being on the Worlds Collide Tour. But I think that nobody sings that song better than Ruby. And there's just something about Ruby's personality that gets me every single time. I think that if Ruby was here sitting next to me hosting this podcast, my heart would literally melt. And it's one of those things that you would feel. You would feel your heart melting while Ruby was talking. Every single time Ruby talks, I don't care what Ruby talks about, but every single time Ruby talks, my heart melts. Every single time, what am I saying? Every single time a girl hits my subscribe button on my YouTube channel, my heart melts. You guys will never understand how appreciative I am when I see some girl hitting my subscribe button because she loves Descendants of Zombies. I love that so much. Because it not only makes this YouTube channel stronger and gives it more muscle, but it shows just how much everybody loves these videos. And it shows that you are so excited every single time I upload a video on this YouTube channel. I really do go out of my way every single day to upload videos for you guys on this YouTube channel. Ever before I finish a cup of tea every morning in my lifetime, I love sitting behind this podcast microphone. I've done it for 30 years. And I've talked about a lot of stuff that hasn't made a whole lot of sense to a lot of people, from video games to movie reviews to stuff happening within pop culture, and now Descendants of Zombies. Because honestly, my career was the heights of shit at one point, and nobody loved my show as much as they love it now. You guys, you've made me famous overnight, and I can't thank you enough for that. I honestly can't. I love your predictions of what could have been inside that vortex, from mermaids to witches to pirates. I forgot about pirates. I was a huge fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean series. So, because I was a huge fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean series and wanting to live the whole Jack Sparrow kind of life, and swinging on boats and be involved in massive explosions and live the whole Tom Cruise kind of life and dangle from the propellers of a helicopter, and Meg Donnelly looking at me saying, "You got to hang from those propellers." And I'd be looking at her saying, "Are you serious?" She'd be like, "Yeah, you got to hang from those propellers." And as the helicopter was going at top speed, they would push me out of the door of the helicopter, and I would just be dangling from the propellers of the helicopter after having caught myself. And I would have been like, "I'm hanging, Meg. I'm hanging, Meg. I'm hanging, Meg." You know, that kind of thing. And the whole Tom Cruise lifestyle. You know, that's what I wanted to do. And do the whole shooting a bazooka thing. You know, kind of thing. But I know that can't happen unless I get like 50,000 subscribers. I love you guys so much, and I love how we share in the same passion for Descendants and Zombies. You know, I can sit here for hours and talk to you about all this crazy stuff that happens to me, and you know how I fell in love with Descendants and Zombies. You know, it's hard to believe it's been 10 years since Descendants and Zombies have captivated our lives as much as what they had. But it's really an honor. It is an unbelievable honor to be able to sit down in front of this podcast microphone at 9:22 a.m. in the morning and talk about the chances of a zombie apocalypse happening. I know a couple of nights ago it was really crazy. It was the most severe thunderstorm in the history of this island. I had no idea there was a thunderstorm going on until I felt like my potassium was dropping to the point of death. Which is really serious when your potassium actually starts to drop. So I went out in the kitchen looking for a banana, and then I said, "Holy shit, what is all this flashing happening?" You know, I was looking out through the window, and I thought something was about to explode, and sure enough, then I heard all these clashes of thunder, and the clashes of thunder were so close together. So I said, you know, this is a perfect opportunity for me to shoot a zombie apocalypse thunderstorm video, and that's exactly what I did, and everybody loved it. It's got almost 100 views. So because it almost got 100 views, you know, I didn't have a problem with shooting a zombies video in a severe thunderstorm. I mean, nobody else would do it. I mean, I don't see Drake Rogers, Meg Donnelly's boyfriend, shooting you a thunderstorm video about zombies with his life being threatened. I mean, at least I know I'm cool enough to do it. You know, hey, if Mr. Beast can shoot videos of him with 416 million subscribers jumping into airplanes and shit, the least I can do is threaten my very existence by shooting a video in the most severe thunderstorm in the history of this island. I have no problem doing that. How does one guy get 460 million subscribers for just jumping out of an airplane? You know, I don't get that. 460 million subscribers because you jumped out of an airplane. I just shot a video during the most severe thunderstorm in the history of this island that I could have died in. My life was clearly threatened with all those loud clashes of thunder. I mean, my reciprocal lights were flashing and stuff, but this guy, Mr. Beast, can jump out of an airplane only once in his life and get 416 million subscribers? Oh, man. And then Dove Cameron can upload like 45 videos on her YouTube channel. Only 45 videos and have 2 million subscribers. Shit, man. Unreal. But, you know, I love this idea of having like almost 3,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. This morning I woke up and I was so excited because I had 2,752 subscribers. That is a huge honor for me when I get like 5 subscribers overnight. Every time a girl hits my subscribe button, I get really excited. I know I come on here and I complain about having an itchy nose. I think it's a side effect from all the vampire slaying I do every night. After I come in through the window, I scratch my nose, I lie in the bed, I sneeze for about 15 minutes, and I'm like, I gotta record another zombies video for all my fans. And I keep sneezing and keep sneezing. Actually, hang on a second. I actually have a cup of tea that I didn't finish in my Mickey Mouse coffee cup. This is how I live. But we just haven't got to tell anybody. I drink tea every morning of my life out of a Mickey Mouse coffee mug. So you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, you drink tea out of a Mickey Mouse coffee mug every morning while you prepare yourself for an alien invasion because apparently there's a mothership on the way to Earth to kill us all within the next 3 months. Yeah, man. I mean, haven't any of you ever watched the movie Deep Impact or Armageddon where, like, there was a year of preparation for the huge comet that was going to come It was called Wolf's Bane, and it was going to explode. I mean, that's what Hollywood's been preparing us for all of our lives. And that's what, you think about all these video games like The Last of Us, Days Gone, Resident Evil. I mean, they were all preparing us for the inevitable, which was either a zombie apocalypse or alien invasion or both. I'm just trying to prepare you all for it. Like I said, you haven't lived until you got a crazy friend from New York who follows this kind of stuff for you, and then a Ukrainian friend who cooks kebab on your patio because he wants to prepare you for a zombie apocalypse. And the funny thing was, on that night that he was over here, myself and my Ukrainian friend were cooking kebab on the patio. That one video about zombies got like 1,000 views. I mean, who else is crazy enough to talk about a Ukrainian friend and a guy from New York and prepare you for Descendants and Zombies the way I have? Nobody. I mean, I don't know. I seriously hope that you girls do love these videos, though. I really do love making them for you, and I really do believe that Malachi Burton and Freya Sky have the most beautiful futures in store for them with the Zombies franchise. You guys were right. They look absolutely adorable together. I am really excited to see where we go from here with the Zombies franchise. I can't even believe that it's been 7.5 years since Zombies premiered, and I remember seeing the first trailer for Zombies. I'm going to be doing a video where I react to the Zombies trailer the way that it was meant to be react, and that will happen over the next couple of weeks, because as long as I have a heartbeat, I want to make a promise to each and every one of you. As long as I have a heartbeat, I will create the best Descendants and Zombies videos that you have ever seen in your life. And I mean that. I will create the best Descendants and Zombies videos you've ever seen in your life, while I encourage you, while I inspire you to believe that there will be a Zombies 5, there will be a Descendants 5. I know we have a year to go before Descendants 5, Wicked Wonderland, and we have about 3 years in between the release window for Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires, and Zombies 5. Whatever the title will be, the tag title. But the thing is, we still have a long way to go, but I don't think we need to encounter so much criticism. I remember when the music videos premiered for this Place to Be, nobody could cut it some slack, cut it a break, and I didn't like that, because I know there are so many Zombies fans out there that just want to find true love, like Zed and Addison, who want to believe they have a chance of falling in love, and I don't ever want to take that away from anybody. All I've ever wanted to distill in your mind is that there is a chance that something spectacular can happen for anybody, no matter what their circumstances are in life. I just always wanted you to believe that there was always a chance for happiness, because there really is. Because a girl to me is really all that's ever made sense in my own life. I mean, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to do with my own life, but I think a girl is smarter and stronger than she's ever given credit for. And I just want you to know that. My heart goes out to every girl who finds it really difficult to make sense of her own life. If you're crying, I'm crying with you. And long story short, I love you so much. I really do. Because without you, I wouldn't have 3,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. Never forget that you're beautiful. I love you both on the inside and out for the person that you are. And I'm going to shut up now, because I'm going to have 1 million girls hitting my subscribe button. And people are saying, hey, Jonathan Clarke, tell me more about your life. What do you say we do this reaction video for the teaser for the behind-the-scenes Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires? What do you say we do that? What do you say I put myself up in the corner, you girls hit my subscribe button, and we have a whole lot of fun doing that as we get to this reaction video right now, just as fast as you can snap your fingers. And some girl is saying, hey, Jonathan Clarke, I love you, man. Thank you so much. Just give me a second and we'll do this reaction video. So apparently there is actually an alien mothership on the way to Earth by November 2025 to kill us all. So I don't know how many of you believe that or actually are prepared for that, but you can never be too prepared. As long as you have the basic essentials like food, medical supplies, water, you should be fine, and you protect you and your loved ones. I should probably start signing up for a gym and start working out again to get strong for an alien invasion. What do you girls think? Do you think I should start pumping iron? Let me know in the comments. Hit the subscribe button. Support this YouTube channel, because your love and support is something that I can never get enough of. And maybe I should sign up for the gym, because I haven't been there in a really long time. I think I should start lifting weights to prepare myself for a alien invasion. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty cool idea. What do you girls think? Hopefully you love these videos. and you will subscribe to this YouTube channel, because as a YouTube creator, one can only hope that someone is going to hear his voice and hit his subscribe button. I would love to get 1 million likes for this video as we take a look at this trailer. It looks really good. I saw this morning actually on Facebook, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So this is the first time I'm actually looking at this trailer with you, and hopefully these reaction videos are a lot better than the other reaction videos that you are seeing and finding on Facebook, because I know a lot of ridiculous reviews have been put together for Descendants and Zombies, and I just wanted to give you the absolute best as we watch this trailer together. Let me know if you want me to start working out and lifting weights by hitting the like button as I prepare for an alien invasion.
On August 2nd,
this
go
is so
behind
cool.
the scenes of Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires.
I love the dance moves of McDonaldly and Freya Sky.
Coming together, it was a lot of high energy.
Don't go messing with us.
Oh, the energy is over the top.
The most hype music and dance in the whole Zombies franchise.
I feel like it's going to look amazing. It's fun, it's
Oh, they're
edgy.
shrimping.
It's the best time ever.
Movie magic, baby.
Don't miss a special night with Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires. Tomorrow starting at 7 on Disney Channel.
Yeah, that's cool.
Go behind the scenes of...
That is so cool. I love the promotion that is always put behind the Zombies franchise, because it's really put out there to be one of the most unpredictable franchises of all time. I mean, nobody knows what's going to happen from one moment to the next with Zombies. That's what makes it so different from Descendants. I mean, you can pretty much predict what's going to happen in Descendants. It's kind of a real duh moment. But with Zombies, you never know what's coming next. I mean, whoever thought we'd get to the point where we'd see mermaids, witches, and potentially pirates now being discussed in the conversation on forums, which is really cool, which really gives me incentive to start pumping iron to get in shape for the whole Zombies franchise. And if I get like 5 likes, I'm probably going to have to sign up for the gym, or probably 4 or 5 subscribers. Even if I get 1 subscriber from this video, I'm probably going to have to do that. But yeah, I'm really excited about tonight's behind-the-scenes look of the Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires. This is the first time this is going to be happening. I saw this video earlier today on social media, and I thought I would share it with you. Give me a second to switch back over, and we will close this one out with a few final thoughts. Yeah, I haven't been to the gym in forever, and if a zombie invasion ever does happen, I think that lifting weights would really help me. What do you girls think? Without saying that, I think that this is going to be an incredible experience for everybody watching this behind-the-scenes look of Zombies. I've always wanted to go behind the scenes of the Zombies franchise, and this is going to be happening for the first time ever tonight on Disney Channel, and I'm really excited about it. So it will be happening the same night that WWE SummerSlam goes down. So we've got WWE SummerSlam tonight. Ding, 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 let's go. And a behind-the-scenes look at Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires. Yeah. Let me know what you girls think of all of this in the comments. Let me know by hitting the like button and the subscribe button if you love these videos. And if I get so many likes and so many subscribers, then yeah, I'm probably going to have to sign up for a gym and get back into a routine to get in shape for a lot of ass-kicking in Zombies and Descendants, because a lot of these guys look really strong, and if I'm going to kick their ass, I think I have to start lifting weights a lot more than what I probably have. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for all the love and support you've shown these videos. I don't know where I would be without each and every one of you. We're going to have so much fun talking about Descendants and Zombies for the rest of our lives, because that is what I intend on doing. Being here and talking about Descendants and Zombies for you for the rest of my life. Honestly, it is so much fun, and it is really an honor to be able to sit behind this podcast microphone and talk about Descendants and Zombies the way it was meant to be. And I love when I see likes and subscribers going up all the time on this YouTube channel, so if you could help me out with that, that would be so kind of you. There is never enough kindness seen in this world, and the words "I love you" are never said enough, so say it to somebody who you care about, because you never know when you will have that chance or that moment will be in front of you and presented to you ever again, because time is the most precious commodity, and it's all about how the time we are allocated, how we spend it with the ones we love and around the ones we love, because the words "I love you" are never said enough, and kindness really does go a long way. Bye, YouTube. We will do this again actually in a couple of hours.